In this video, I want to talk about why Batman is such an incredible and inspiring character. After Spider-Man, he's definitely one of my absolute favorite heroes. What makes him so special starts with his backstory, which is pretty tragic and heartbreaking. Unlike some heroes who are born with powers or super strength, Batman is just a regular guy who had to deal with a lot of pain and loss early in his life. That tough beginning shaped who he is, and gave him a strong sense of right and wrong that never wavers. He has this unshakable moral code that guides every decision he makes, no matter how difficult things get. Another thing that makes him stand out is how adaptable and resourceful he is. He doesn't rely on any magical powers or special abilities. Instead, he trains himself to be the best he can, physically, mentally, and emotionally. He pushes his body to the absolute limit, works harder than anyone else, and studies everything he can to be ready for any situation. This constant preparation and dedication show how much he believes in what he's doing and his refusal to ever give up, no matter what challenges come his way. One of the coolest parts about Batman is that even though he's only human, he manages to hold his own against superpowered beings who are way stronger and faster than him. That's really inspiring because it shows that you don't need to be born with superhuman abilities to be a hero. He turns his humanity into his greatest strength. Everything he achieves feels real and earned because of the hard work and determination he puts in. Batman isn't just some big strong guy who relies on his muscles. He's actually incredibly smart, like really intelligent. You could say he's a scientist because he studies all kinds of things, making sure he understands how things work. He's also a tactician and a strategist, meaning he always plans his moves carefully and thinks several steps ahead of everyone else. But probably what he's most famous for is being an amazing detective. Even if he only has tiny bits of clues, small pieces of evidence that seem unimportant to most people, he can figure out exactly what's going on. That's how good he is at solving mysteries and uncovering the truth. It shows that his brain is just as powerful as his body. Like a lot of heroes, he follows a strict rule: he refuses to kill anyone. You might wonder why, since his enemies keep slipping away and then cause more trouble, sometimes even hurting innocent people. But his choice not to kill isn't because he's soft or weak, that's not it at all. It's really about control and sticking to his principles. Batman knows that if he ever crosses that line and takes a life, even just once, he would become no different from the criminals he fights against. He fears that if he kills, he might lose himself and become like the villains he despises. That's a huge mental and emotional line for him that he refuses to break. So even in the darkest moments, his code holds strong. Now, while he won't kill, that doesn't mean he goes easy on his enemies. Far from it. When he's fighting bad guys, he can be extremely tough and harsh.
Okay! She's working out of a penthouse in Chinatown. I swear that's all I know!
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
The other one! Ah!
He might not end their lives, but he can and does cause serious injuries to stop them. Because of this, lots of criminals are genuinely afraid of Batman. They know he's relentless and won't back down. He's not someone to mess with. One of the things that really sets him apart is his dedication to Gotham City, his hometown. Gotham is a pretty messed up place with corruption everywhere, crime running rampant, and darkness hanging over the streets. You'd think that might make someone quit or give up hope. But Batman never does. Deep down, even though the city has so many problems, he believes in it. He knows there are still good people living there, people who deserve to be saved and protected. Gotham may be broken, but it's also strong and full of life. He fights for those people, not because he's sure he'll win, but because it's the right thing to do. That's what really matters to him. Batman isn't perfect either. In fact, he has flaws, lots of them. And that's one of the reasons why his character is so interesting and relatable. He's always trying to improve himself, learning from his mistakes, and growing as a person. At the same time, he carries a huge burden. It's like he has the weight of the entire city, maybe even the whole world on his shoulders. And yet, no one told him to take on that responsibility. It's something he chose to do all by himself. His story is truly about resilience, about continuing to stand up and fight even after life knocks you down again and again. It's about holding onto your values and beliefs, even when it seems like everything around you is trying to tear you apart. That inner strength and determination? That's why I personally find Batman's character so powerful, inspiring, and something I absolutely love.